Chicago Bears way too early mock draft 2025 version 1.0. It's never too early to look forward to the NFL draft. And today I wanted to have some fun with the way too early mock draft for the Chicago Bears. Let's go ahead and get right into it. 2025 should be the year of the trenches for Ryan Poles and this Bears roster. As general manager, Poles has done a tremendous job of accelerating this rebuild, but he is not even close to being done with this offensive line. Both sides of the ball need help in the trenches, if you ask me, and it's a perfect offseason to address that. This year's draft is loaded with talent on the defensive line and the interior of the offensive line as well. You can always find more value on the defensive line, which is why I chose to draft an edge rusher early in this mock. Landing one of my favorite players in the class at pick number 14 would be an ideal situation for the Bears front office. I tabbed Penn State's freak edge rusher Abdul Carter at number 14. He would be an immediate presence as a pass rusher opposite of Montez Sweat and give this defensive line another player to build around. After adding an edge rusher, I would then turn my attention to the offensive line, and I love the way this mock fell. I was able to land two stud interior players in round two, nabbing both Alabama's Tyler Booker and Ohio State's Donovan Jackson. This would provide an infusion of youth and talent into the interior of this line. After Nate Davis ended up being a bust, and considering that Tevin Jenkins has not been able to stay healthy, we have a huge need at guard right now, and bringing in two players of this quality would go a long way towards fixing the interior. I wasn't done with the trenches here either, as I added Caleb Williams' former teammate, USC center Jonah Monheim, in the fifth round, giving me three interior offensive linemen and one pass rusher. My luxury pick here was in the third round, where I nabbed Ohio State star running back Quinshawn Judkins, a guy who has first round upside. He got lost amongst the other stable of stud running backs, but being able to land a guy this talented in round three would be a steal. It's still way too early for mock drafts, but this one does kind of paint the picture of the kind of draft that I'm looking for this offseason, one that is heavily focused on the trenches. Adding more talent to the O-line and D-line should be Ryan Poles' number one priority when heading into this offseason. I also landed two Ohio State players in this mock, and today's biggest college football matchup is number 2 Ohio State taking on number 5 Indiana. That game is at 11 Central and is the game of the week. A couple of other games to keep an eye on today are Miami taking on Wake Forest, number 14 BYU against number 21 Arizona State. Another battle of two top 20 teams is number 19 Army takes on number 6 Notre Dame. And then I always keep an eye on Boise State. They'll be taking on Wyoming tonight. If you still haven't seen Ashton Jenney play, check him out. But it's Bears versus Vikings tomorrow. I'll most likely be live for that one if you missed it. I had a great show with Greg Gabriel yesterday. Check that one out. Hit the like button for me and stay tuned. Let me know how you guys are feeling in the comments. Until next time, bear down.